boy was tough.
I bet he was, man. That cardio though, like you've been busting your cardio, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, and it still ain't nothing like being in the ring, man. There's nothing like it.
The adrenaline, yeah, that adrenaline
Yeah,
is real.
heck
It'll
yeah,
gas you out so fast.
man, so fast. Even at the GGG fights last week, one guy was winning, and then he gassed out and lost the fight.
What?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's why it's.
he just took one knee and just like, man, I can't do it no more.
He said, "Nah, I'm good."
So that's what I'm hoping happens to my opponent.
Hey man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hello, tech support.
He said, "Hello, tech support." She's throwing my camera out. She's like, I don't want to just stand in front of the damn camera. Um, you said so when it went to that, when it came to that, when it came to you getting the sponsorship through, you said title.
Well, not title. Well, I got a few sponsors like Always Gone out of LA. My LA team really start putting in to get all the gloves and equipment. They they put in for the ring, the equipment. You know what I mean? We had two sponsors on the line, but they were dragging their feet, and we know the fight is coming up real soon, the
Monitors.
TV show, and so we just went without them and just did it with our team, our own team. So shout out to Always Gone. Let's see, Asia Promotions. We got H2, Reptone,
Damn.
comedian G Dang. We got a whole team out there just pushing up. Monster Yo and his squad.
Yeah, that is
Everybody
crucial.
believes in it. Everybody believes in it because we're you know having everybody put the guns down and pick up the gloves, and it's about the youth. So my 14-year-old son is boxing in it as well, and he really loves boxing. You know what I mean?
He's into it. So has he always been into it, or is he just like he saw this happen and he's like, "Yo,
Since he was about 9, yep. Since he was about 9,
okay,
he just liked it. Always fighting in school. So
not
yeah.
ideal, not ideal. I can relate."
Well, let me fix that. It was after school, but still he got in trouble at school.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, mine was never really in school. I got in trouble like once or twice in school, but mainly it was outside of school. It was always, like we pretty much fought every single day going through just, and I was
Yeah,
all over the place, like all different states and everything in the southeast, and it was just a thing that you did. Like we draw a circle in the ground and don't come out, because
yeah.
if you come out of that,
Good
anybody's
thing.
able to give you some. So like that right
Yep.
there was a, yeah, man, like that was a an experience to know that, I think a lot of people talk a lot of shit online because they haven't tested it. Like because they haven't been
Yeah.
tested.
That's the main reason I'm doing it. I'm 48 now, and I ain't I shouldn't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing people like if you got a problem, go in there and do it. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid. Shoot, I'm not scared. I got in there with a heavyweight yesterday, and
That's crazy though. That's crazy to me. And
yeah,
is it
yeah,
professional?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yo, that'll get you lined up real quick.
Man, I got man. He, I got the fight. I mean, the actual sparring session on my YouTube, but I got it locked under membership. So if you want to see me get beat up, you have to become a member.
You got to pay for those kind of rights.
Yeah,
Like I can't let my haters see all that.
yeah, yeah. But if they want to see, they can pay.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all can be
Yep.
haters. What Cat Williams say? He said, if y'all ain't got enough, if y'all ain't got anybody to hate on, shit, feel free to hate on me.
Yeah, yep.
Cause if y'all paying, y'all create the views, all that shit. Y'all want to come to a show just to see, like, go ahead, hate all you want. Just make sure you're paying.
Yeah, that's like when I make AI videos and post them on my YouTube. People go AI slop, but you watch the whole video 4 or 5 times and commented,
Thank you.
but it's slop. Yeah,
I
thank you.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Your
glad you
comment?
don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Do you delete
kind of
comments?
acting like you like it.
The algorithm thinks you like it. You're gonna see all of my shit.
Yeah,
What do you do with those negative comments? Do you keep them on the page, or do you
Oh
delete
yeah,
them?
I keep them. They're fun. You know, I look at them. Sometimes I'll read them live. You know what I mean? So
That's I've heard that same thing. Like whenever you have haters on your stuff, like go ahead and just take that comment and put it to your make that a hook and put that to your
yeah,
your shorts and your videos.
yep, yep, for sure. I mean,
Hmm.
it's they kind of point something out for you. So hey, thanks.
If
I
I'm a,
appreciate it.
if I'm if they can critique something that I haven't caught, I mean I'm definitely my biggest critic and
Yeah,
also like my biggest fan because I love the stuff that I do. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't. But at the same time, I am not a perfectionist because perfection is the enemy of excellence. But
yeah,
as close as I can possibly get.
yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like that when
I
you're
remember.
editing?
Yeah, I just look. I've been doing it for a long time, so usually when I edit something, it's spot on to the client, and it's just because I just got some kind of awareness, I guess, when it comes to editing. You know what I mean?
You probably shoot it so you
That's
don't have
been
to edit so much too.
yeah, yeah. When I'm shooting it, I definitely know exactly how to shoot it. But other people do it and they send it to me. As long as they got notes, I can hit it spot on. You know what I mean? That's just like when I make flyers and posters and stuff for people. You know, the more information they give me, the closer I am to where I won't have to make a change to it. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
I do the same thing when it comes to because I'm also a mix engineer. So like
Yeah.
listening to people, like people have a different vision of what I have. So I tell them like if you got a reference track, if you have the more notes you give me, the better off we'll be. And if you give me good notes, there's not going to be revisions. I can guarantee that.
Exactly.
But if you don't give me no notes and you're like just make it sound good, okay. But you never know what people mean by that. Just like I'm sure make
Right.
it look good. Okay, yeah, I planned on it. I didn't plan on releasing garbage. My name is attached to it, so I do care. It's not just for the dollars. Do you do work for other people, or do you only work for yourself? Like work on projects that you've
Oh
written?
yeah, I got a lot of clients all over the country, man. I got some dedicated clients that just whenever they need graphics or editing or video work or anything, they hit me up. You know, it's not overwhelming to a point where I have to hire somebody to do it, but I'm busy every day doing something.
That
You
means
know
you're
what
doing
I mean?
something right.
Yeah, but I want to get to the point where I got a system and it's automatically doing everything. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm studying on a daily basis is systems.
Yeah, dude. That's I mean, what is it? It's the um, product price product price philosophy, and I can't remember um, I can't remember the fourth P, but it's to do with your production. So like
Yeah.
if you're creating systems to make your life easier, like
Hmm.
you're doing yourself a favor because we have a habit as entrepreneurs, as creatives, we have a habit of taxing our future self.
Yeah.
Like I tax the future me all the time. It's like, hey man, you're gonna get to it later. And
I
then
taxed the hell out of myself, bro. Back in 2014 when I started making films, I met Les Brown, and he was like, "You got to have a goal, son. What's your goal? How many movies you want to make?" I said, 10." He's like, "Add a zero to that." I like 100 movies. My future self is calling me on the phone like, "Hey, bro, how we gonna do that? How we gonna do
and
that?"
after okay, and after what 12 years of making movies, what's your number at?
73.
What?
Yep,
Now
yep.
what's your goal now?
It's still 100. Still 100.
What?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep. And then I'm retiring.
Oh, okay.
I'm just be an actor after that.
So you don't like
Yeah.
it enough to stay in it. Like you don't think you'll be doing it forever. Like what's his name? Fuck, Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood.
Oh yeah. I probably will end up doing it forever alongside with whatever else I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause my wife makes movies and she's. I just got done on the set with her in Memphis and you know she just getting started. That was her first movie, so
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Guess who gets to be there every moment?
Yep, the one who gets to be the pro that she's gonna lean on for sure, for sure.
Yep, and I got a master's degree in media design, and I have a bachelor's degree in digital cinematography. So
Oh wow.
um,
Okay, so you are
I
a
went to school
well-educated
for
man.
it and everything. Yep, I had more experience than the average student when I got into school.
Oh, so you
So
went.
that's
So when did you go to school?
I just finished up in 2025. You know what I mean? Yep. So I went when I got out of high school, '96. I went to college, '98 to '99. I went to GRCC for music and marketing, and then I was like, man, skip school. I'm I'm outside. So for a long time, I made movies and one after the other, one after the other, just solving problems. That's what movies is, just solve problems. And, and putting a whole bunch of imperfections together and making a movie. You know what I mean? And
Dude,
so,
I do know what you mean. That is very it's crazy for one, and it's also very impressive. Like it's very impressive um, to hone your skill, already know that you have a lot of the skills that you need to continue, and then still deciding to go.
yeah, and the thing was, I just wanted, um, I wanted a new camera, I wanted a new computer, I wanted new knowledge, I wanted to understand exactly what I was doing and be able to teach somebody the same thing, you know, because I've been teaching people how to do it, but what do I tell them that I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
know. You gotta focus
The
the
thing,
regulator.
yeah, the thing, the
You know?
flux capacitor.
Yep. So, yeah, I went to school so I could actually put a name to everything I was doing, and I became the salutatorian. I almost made the valedictorian, but my teacher he did me kind of dirty, man. Like we had we had 2 weeks to finish this project. I finished it in 1 week and got it in, but two things were in the wrong place, and he didn't grade it until after the class was over. So I got a B.
What? That's
I
jacked
was
up,
like,
man.
I had all A's and one B, and then, but my friend that was in school became the valedictorian, so it was me and her, the valedictorian and salutatorian.
It's
So
it's acceptable, I guess. You know, I was
yeah,
very I was also very. But do you feel like you did better because of your age? Like most people would consider that a um, it would be a con. It would be it would be the negative is going back that
yeah.
at that stage in life. Did you feel that you did
It,
better because of your age?
I think I just did better because I learned at my age to really create a system with my time. You know what I'm saying? I do all my work 6 a.m. to 8 or 8 to 10 a.m. You know what I mean? And that's how I did my homework. You know what I mean? If you do 2 hours, 3 hours a day, every day, by the time the weekend comes, when everything's due, you're done. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Just
So
go
I
ahead and
just
get it
I
knocked
just
out.
buckled down and worked my ass off. You know what I'm saying? And I think I took it more serious than I would have if I would have did it right away. You know what I mean?
Which is that's definitely I mean I felt that it was way better that I did it. I just graduated a month and a half ago from Florida
Oh,
State.
congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah. I went to Full Sail right down there
Did
in
you?
Winter Park.
Man,
Yep.
I've taken the freaking tour like I don't even know. I've probably taken that tour like 6 times because that was the
Yeah,
dream
it's a
school,
dope place.
like.
Yeah.
But then I realized like okay, so with Full Sail, that's the exact class that I wanted to take, the engineering and marketing class, um,
Hmm.
or business entertainment management, right? Um,
Okay.
but the problem was is that like I looked at the price and I looked at the scholarships that were available, but it was very difficult to get them. Like very unlikely if you were going to get them. And
Hmm.
I was just like, yo, I mean, let's just go and do this thing, and that's what I did for shit, damn near 20 years was just in the industry, like doing my own thing, like learning myself, and I feel like YouTube University, it you know, it definitely paid
Absolutely.
off. It definitely paid off. Um, But
YouTube was the first AI for us.
yes, sir.
It was like, look it up on YouTube.
Yep.
That was our go-to.
I mean, it had to be because like you didn't
Yeah,
know. I didn't know any engineers at the time. Like I'm sure there was lots
right.
there, but I didn't know anybody. Um, but so like, okay, so what was your experience like with Full Sail? Because that's a big topic for a lot of people.
Oh man, it was great, man. I got good connections. Like just the other day, um, I'm going to be a pilot, right? So
What?
I needed to get in the cadet program. You needed your logbook, and you needed two referrals from professionals from your school. So I pick up the phone and call Randy, um, uh, my one of my professors, and say, "Hey, bro, I need a referral." He said, "Give me a day or so." Dope ass referral. Got two teachers like that, Dr. Bogowski, man. Busy guys. You know what I mean? Working in Hollywood,
Yep.
pick up my call and make me a a referral just like that. So I was like, that's definitely a bonus of going to school.
Right?
I'm still using the same computer that I had in school. You know
For
what I
real?
mean? Yeah, yep. Well, not the one I had for my bachelor's degree,
Okay.
but
Okay. 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 Yeah.
yeah, the updated one. But it's pretty dope.
Same here. Same here. I'm still
It's
using
a
the
beast.
same one.
Yep,
Because I mean,
yep.
if you maxed out, I mean, I don't know what your grant or scholarship situation was, but I got my grants from the regular grants. I got assistance from the VA and stuff. Not the GI Bill, that would have been nice. But I got the assistance from them, and then after my first semester, I was on the all state academic team for the school
Mm.
because it's like I picked
Oh,
the
that's dope.
easiest possible things
Yeah,
in my first semester, and when you get a GPA, it's 4.0, they're like, hey, we can pay for this, please do.
yeah.
So I
Hey,
made money to go to school.
yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I made some some money going to school, but I incurred a big bill, but it's worth it to me. I'm gonna defer it until I'm rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then pay and then pay it whenever I get a
So
chance.
can't you do so doesn't it you can only defer it to the end of your school, and then it's like 6 months after you're in school, don't they start going like, hey, I need that fucking money?
You just got to do another deferment. You know what I mean?
I
You
know.
got to keep doing it. Every time they ask you, defer it again.
Hey, yeah, what's
Yeah.
that word? Yeah, defer. Um,
Yeah.
so okay, so you did that your bachelor's up to 99, right?
No, I did my bachelor's up to 2003.
2003. Okay, so you started. Okay, so you took a break between high school
Um, you say that again?
because you said that you graduated. Was it 98 or 96?
96.
96. So you graduated. You spent a little bit of time out of school and then went back in 2000 or
90. I went 98 to 99, 2000 area. I got a associate's degree in music theory,
oh sweet.
which I hated.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't in the right mind state for school. I was more into my music. You know what I mean?
That's
So
what kind of music were you making?
after 2 years, well, I was doing hip hop. Yep, hip hop,
What were you gonna
rap.
say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, school it just wasn't my thing, man. We was traveling. We went to the Freaknik. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like back in the day, we went to the Freaknik. It was like school or the Freaknik. Freaknik.
For sure. Shit.
Yep. So,
I mean, what kind of decision? That's not even a decision. You asked me that question, but for some people, maybe it is. Maybe I didn't know
yeah,
him,
yep,
but maybe it is. My son is probably the best example. He is nothing like he grew up in the same area I did, and still, I asked him all the way up like what was it? I'd ask him every year, like in the summer, I'd be like, all right, so this year, would you hear, see anything, sex, drugs, and rock and roll? Like what did you see? Nothing,
yeah.
nothing until like ninth or 10th grade, and he's like, somebody brought a nicotine vape to school, or he
Yeah,
said vape, and I was like, oh, so they were smoking weed in school? He's like, no, 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 nicotine. What kind of school,
Uh,
man? What the hell? What school you going to?
yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I done caught my kids smoking. It's, but what can you say? I started when I was 11.
That's what I'm saying. I was 12 before I started, and then it was just off on the deep end.
I jumped off the ledge.
Right, right. I'm saying, but I think that they know the examples. Like my son makes fun of our generation's movies because he's like,
Mhm.
every 2000s movie, every late 90s 2000s movie is nothing but I'm going out to get laid, and that's pretty much the main premise of the movie. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's either a party or getting laid or both. And I was like, yeah, but that
Yeah.
there's some good movies, right? He's like, yeah,
Right.
they're a little bit boring. It's just a one, it's one dimensional. I'm like, that's the point. We're not trying to be
Right.
deep thinkers here.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. You just gonna watch a movie. You don't want to learn.
but he was, I mean, but he's a good kid, and he actually does, I mean, he's well rounded. He understands all the stuff. He's just like, yeah, that seems pointless, or that seems silly. So, I can be proud
Yeah.
of that. Now, my other kids, I think they're gonna have like the one that's following him up. She's about to be 18. That's
Yeah.
about to be nothing but problems on the world. As soon as she's unleashed, she's gonna be a problem to everyone else. Like,
Yeah.
how many kids you got?
I got four kids.
Okay, same,
Yeah.
same, same.
Yep. So
What age you
I
got?
got three adults and one 14-year old.
Dang. So you got to
Yep.
so you paid those off. Like that's after the 18, you paid those off. Um,
Yep.
they did they live close to you, or are they out and about?
They're in Michigan, so I'm here in Michigan now, so I'm spending some time with them, and I got grandkids too. So yeah.
I am not looking forward to that. But I said y'all can call me pops. That's fine. But
Actually, it's pretty dope, man. It's
yeah.
pretty dope.
What
Yeah.
is it
You don't gotta keep them. You can go hang out with them, have some fun, give them candy, let them use your phone, and then go home.
How old's the grandkids?
Yeah. They're five, two is two twins, then four and three.
Man,
Yeah.
man, the spectrum right there. That's it. Yeah, that's where yeah, man. Like I'm not looking forward to that, but I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
As soon as I meet
It,
one.
it, it came fast, man. It was so fast. I was like, "What? I'm a granddad? Wait a minute. Yeah.
I ain't
Congratulations
opposed.
on your son. Wait a minute, I'm a granddad."
Oh shit.
How did
Okay.
that happen at the same time?
That's
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
pretty cool.
you
You'll
like it.
love your grandkids more than your kids. You go, it's ridiculous.
That's craziness because I think this is what, and this may sound, I don't know how it sounds, but I'm just gonna say because it's what I really felt, which was like, I thought I had loved before. Like I thought, had felt that feeling for for females and so on. Like I thought I was in
Yeah,
love plenty of times, but that ain't nothing compared to what I have for my kids. So if it gets beyond that, man, I don't even know what I'm
yeah,
about to do.
bro. It. I, even my wife had her son has a grandbaby. She has a grandbaby too. That's not mine. But when I wake up and see her, I'm blown away. I'm just like, oh baby, okay, how you doing? I gotta speak to her. Even nobody else speaks to me in the house. She gets all my attention. I'm like,
How old were you
can't
when
help it.
when you had your first kid?
Let's see. 4 years ago, I was 44, so not bad. But I
No,
wasn't thinking of being.
your first kid. I'm sorry, not grandkid.
Oh, my first kid, I
Yeah.
was 21.
Okay. See, that's not bad. Like that's a reasonable age, depending.
Mhm. Yep.
Did that change your life in any way? Like, did that change your attitude
Heck yeah, I
towards?
got married. I was driving truck, and then 9/11 happened, and I just quit my truck drive. I was like, I can't be outside all this time, and my kids are just growing up without me. So I came home after that, and then when I got my divorce, I ended up with my two sons, my two oldest sons, and we moved to Houston, and they grew up in Houston and graduated. And as soon as they turned 18, they was like, I was like, hey guys,
Nope, gone.
bye.
Where'd they go off to?
um, uh, they went to Ohio for a minute, and now they're in Michigan. You know what I mean?
Was that both of them? Both of them went to Ohio.
Yeah. Hmm. And then my daughter stayed with her mom, but she graduated in Cleveland, and then she ended up moving to Holland, Michigan, and she's engaged right now, and she's an author. You know what I mean?
Oh
She
yeah.
got the entertainment bug on that side. My two oldest sons, they got talent in that area, but they don't use it. They more of working men. You know what I mean? They caught that part of the hard work part.
Hey,
Cause we used to have a moving company. We had a bounce house company. We was doing all kinds of stuff, man. We was doing hard labor.
showed them how to be
You
hard.
know what I
Showed
mean?
them how to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then yep. And then my youngest son, he got all my entertainment side, and he's just blowing through, mastering thing after thing, skating, skateboarding. He broke his arm skateboarding. Now he's an expert at it. You know what I'm saying? He can do inline skating, regular skating. He taught himself how to ride his bike. Now he's boxing. Anything he do, he master it, and he's really good at boxing. You know what I mean?
That's a
Even
dangerous.
so,
That's dangerous
he
right there. Not the boxing. The having
yeah,
that natural ability to do anything.
yeah, yep, yep.
Because then you
And
have so
he's
many
cold.
options. The world is literally your oyster, and you go, I can do anything, man. That's it's not no big deal because I know I'm gonna be able to do it.
So what I did was I created a monster too when he was a kid. When he was younger, I taught him how to make sales. I made him his own movie and put it on DVD, and he was selling that thing. I showed
Yes.
him how to make sales. Now he won't keep anything. He'll sell it. He'll sell it.
Really? So the money is
Yeah.
the motivator.
Yeah. So I'll be like, here, sell these boxes.
Yo, hey man, if he's got that in him, like so you can
Yeah.
tell a hustler from the very beginning of life, like you would know somebody that's gonna be a hustler like by if you ain't because I didn't have a terrible amount of money growing up, so like if I wanted something, I was gonna have to trade for it. I was gonna have to work, like I was gonna have to figure out how to get that money. So like it's in you from a very early age.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely caught the hustle, man, and I'm super proud of him, man. He fought that heavyweight that beat me up, and he beat the heavyweight up.
What? Hey, that's a
100
good.
pounds more than him. He was giving them the work, man. I said
Hey,
he avenged me.
he's not avenge me. I got you,
Yeah,
father. Yeah, that's awesome,
yeah.
man. That's a
Thank you,
that's a that's a
son.
proud moment. Yeah, hell yeah. Fucking hey, take care of my heavy work. Uh,
Yeah.
um. So what? So what made you want to do the whole like? Obviously, having your son become interested in it. Like, but what made you want to roll with hood
Fades,
fades? I
hood
keep wanting to
fades.
say bouts. So hood fades. Um,
Um, well, the ideal came to me when I was going back and forth with some haters. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm about to go kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like my wife, like you can't kill nobody. You're gonna go to jail. Then who's gonna pay all this and do that? And, who's gonna take care of the kid? You're right. You're right. I
yep.
gotta figure this out. So I'm just wrecking my brain. And one day, hood fade popped in my head, man. And I said it to her. I said, "What about hood fades? Like we can put down the guns, pick up the gloves, fight it out for 3 rounds, and squash it." And she was like, "That's brilliant." I was like, "All right." And then I just sat on the ideal for a minute. And then my boy Tony Hall, he called me. I did a documentary, and he was in the documentary. And he's like, "Man, we gotta do more, man. We gotta do more." He said one day he just called and woke up and said, "Hey, man, why don't we do a TV show called Hood Fades?" I was like,
Done. On it. Yes.
"Okay, God, thank you."
Yep.
It's yeah, let's do it.
Yo,
Yeah.
that what are the odds? I mean, literally,
Heard me
what
up
are the
right.
odds?
Yeah, yep. So I was like, and he said those exact words, hood fade. I said, it's a go, man. It's
Yep.
a go. So we just start planning it. And then we said, okay, we're gonna do it in LA first. And then he had to move the date back because he wanted the lynch mob to be a part of it. Ice Cube's lynch mob is
Yeah.
a part of it now.
Oh hell
He was
yeah.
like, can we move it back to July 25th? I'm like, well, sure. But I already booked it on the 30th in Michigan. so so Michigan, got became first, and then LA is second, but it was created in LA. And we were just getting our fighters. It started like this, like, okay, we got to find some people that's beefing, and then it was hard to find people that's beefing that would do it. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I said, why don't we build our own team of fighters and have them fight each other or anybody that wants to fight?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we did that. We built a team, and we all came together, and we just started pushing it. We created a logo, flyers, and then start. We set our first date, and June 30th, we in Muskegon, Michigan. I chose Muskegon because my partner. I was gonna do it in Grand Rapids, but that's my hometown, and a lot of people don't support because it's my hometown. You know, everybody knows me, but they
Yeah.
ain't gonna come. You know what I'm
That's how
saying?
it is until you blow up on every single screen, and then they're like, "Oh, what you doing? Come back home." Wait,
Yeah. So that which is crazy. I was the first one on Tubi. I'm on Jerry Springer. I'm on Divorce Court. I'm on Ninja Warrior. I'm on fucking World Poker Tour. I'm on Judge Matthews. You know what I'm saying? I could keep going for a minute of national exposure,
yeah.
and they look at it like he ain't doing shit.
How now?
So
I'm gonna have to ask because it's like there's a thing out there talking about you know, you can literally like it was two friends. They were using the court shows as their like you know travel. They wanted to travel because they'll pay for you, they'll fly for you
yeah,
to come out and so on. So they were like,
yeah,
yo, let's sue each other and then just apply it to the court and then we'll be good. Like and
yeah.
they got it. They got on almost every single show like that.
If
Did you?
the story they want it.
Yeah,
They want it. They're
yeah,
producing television, so they need stories. You know what I mean? And I had a hell of a story.
yeah. Multiple times.
Yeah, I was on Jerry Springer first, and that was I had I had a previous girlfriend and the new girlfriend, and I was still in contact with the other one because she left me for another dude. So, and then he beat her up, and then she will come back talk about so. I want you back. I'm sorry. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I got a new girl. So when Jerry heard that story, he was like, bro, I want you to come on and do girlfriends versus groupie. I said, Jerry, send me a plane ticket, have me some money, and I'm coming, bro.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, just get them to come. And so uh, I talked to both of them. They both was with it, and it made it happen. He flew her out, and me and my baby mama out, and we went. And they treated us like kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? They fed us good hotel, picked us up in a limo. Um, got to the show. It was like, all right, this is how it's gonna go. They told us how it was gonna go. We go out there, and it happened so fast. And they didn't even fight on my show. My show is the only one that they didn't fight.
Dang, dang.
They just argued.
Because that was known. That was known to you know that was known to happen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like
Every show fought. You know what I mean?
that
And
was
then
that's
I
why we
became an
watched.
agent for Jerry Springer and got him more shows. So I got my brother DJ Knapp on there. I got my homeboy Anthony on there. Man, I got a lot of people on national TV.
Hell yeah,
So,
yo. That I
and they
mean
was
that's
giving me a check for that.
done.
So
Yo, recruiters make money. Like recruiters make money.
man,
That
shout out Jerry Springer, man. Rest in peace, bro.
for
Like
real,
that
for
was
real.
my guy.
I was just about to
Everybody's
say.
like,
I
"Oh,
think he
why you
died.
want to go on Jerry Springer?" I'm like, "The number one TV show in the fucking world. What are you
Right?
talking about?"
What you mean?
Yeah, I'm
Like
gone.
you ain't gotta. So because they expected you know. My wife's baby's cousin's sister's uncle is the person that I'm actually, and I'm,
Yeah,
you know, like they would just change it all up. So like, did you okay? Did you witness that part of it, like the TV part of it? Like, did you see the
yeah.
yeah, like the I'm saying the fate, like
Yeah.
the way that things are reshaped.
I seen all of that. That's what inspired me more to get into movies because I wasn't even in movies at that point. I was just acting. You know what I mean?
What year is
I
that
was
in?
in the I think it was '07.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
so that's
way
into
back.
the that's into the fights. Yeah,
Yeah, yep.
like
So,
that's the only thing that was on those episodes.
yep. So it was good, but but they didn't know they was supposed to fight yet. It just happened so quick. That's why, because they was gonna bang out. They trust me.
How
Them girls could fight.
how would they know? Like that's my thing.
It
Like
just
how did
was
she
the
not know?
argument lasted so long that they didn't get a chance to. He was like, "All right, to the next episode.
She,
You're supposed to come out swinging."
yeah. So they film more than they film more than one episode a day.
They did 3 episodes while we were there, and then it was
Smart.
connected to the Steve Wilkos show, and they had a set right next door. It was in Connecticut. And then I got contacted by divorce court, and I couldn't get on because none of the girls I was dating ever wanted to go on there until I got to Las Vegas. When I got to Las Vegas, I was dating this girl, and she was like, "I'll go on there." I was like, "Yes, set it up." They flew us to Atlanta, man. We got it on. But that was what broke us up too, cause she was like, "Leave that lady, leave that lady." I'm like, "Yes, judge."
Dude. Damn, damn, that's crazy too. That's funny though, man. That's good
Yeah,
shit.
man. So,
That's
yeah.
so
When
crazy.
I do my life story, man, it's gonna be crazy. But
Yo,
you know,
do you want to
I
do
ain't
your
done
own?
yet. No, I want somebody else to do it. I definitely don't want to do it.
I think that's the only way to do it fair. Is somebody else got to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I want somebody else to interpretate that.
yep. See
I'll
how would
give
you
them the
play that?
sauce though.
But you got plenty
Yeah.
of screen time to where they could get your character in different roles and get your emotionality. So if they really wanted to study it out, they could really do it. Because you have how many? So you've done 74, 75,
73.
73. I'm
73.
terrible with numbers.
Yeah.
73
All right.
that you filmed. How many have you had a role or starred in?
About 60 something of them,
Damn.
and
Oh, so,
I don't
of
even
yours?
count. Yeah, yep. hmm
You are a
That's how I
crazy
got good
person.
at acting. That's how got good at acting. That was the whole reason I started filming movies, is to be in the movie. Because when I was in every Hollywood movie I was in the Detroiter, I was in Batman vs Superman, but I was an extra, and I was just sitting there for 13 hours. You know what I mean? I was just soaking up game. though. I was looking on set like, okay, I can minimize this and do it. You know what I'm saying, on my own.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was thinking they was gonna give budgets out for these movies and stuff, but they didn't. And I had to figure out how to fund myself. So I came up with a system. Yeah, like I say, I always try to create systems.
Yeah.
With my movies, my system was add some events to it. You know what I'm saying? Add 5 events per movie, and use the money I make from the events to make the movie and incorporate the movie in the events. So,
What?
yeah.
So when you say events, what do you mean by events? Because there's different.
I created my own type of events. I was like, all right, well, I got all these actors and celebrities, so why not have like a casting event where when you come in, you get, we fill out all our paperwork, and then we'll do a photo of everybody that comes in. You know what I'm saying? Photography.
Yeah.
So then we'll do a scene while everybody's there. You know what I'm saying? And then you got comedy, or like comedy show, or people performing. You know what I mean? So it was entertainment thing I called a casting event, and people was tripping, bro. Like when I was in Houston,
Yeah.
I made the bulk of my movies, and they was tripping. You can't charge for a casting call. I said, I'm not having a casting call. I'm having a casting event. And last time I checked, every event in this bitch charged. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. How do you think we got here
Argue
tonight?
back with them. Yeah, yeah. They hated me because I was getting it done. You know what I'm saying? I was getting it done, and they was like, "What the fuck?"
And
We
what's
didn't think of it.
what kind of exactly? There, it's just again, it's haters. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you don't need no extra, but it don't hurt if they gonna sit here and comment and like and watch the movie.
Oh, they blew me up, man. They definitely blew me up.
Good.
Like Houston's like my second home, cause they blew me up. I got on the radio, TV, news, everything out there.
I'm thinking about it. Like that's probably what also makes you. I mean, you've had to go through that amount of because a lot of people don't know how to deal with negative comments. They don't know how to deal with
Yeah.
screw. Yeah. So like you're really doing
Switching up on
the what?
you. people switching up on you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
They're going to, but
with it,
like
I'm with it. And
you've
then,
dealt with it.
fuck that. Yeah,
Everybody's always with it. They're always with it. That's what they say. Yo,
yeah,
I got you. Until you call them and need some. That's a
yeah.
real thing. Like you
Agreed.
actually like, you know what?
Yep.
I'm a calling that one favor from 20 years ago or 15 and go, yo,
Yeah.
can you do this one thing that you already do and it would be easy for you to do? Nah,
Mm-hmm.
nah.
Yep. It's so
What?
hard. It's so hard to get that. Yep.
So how did you develop? Okay, so that's something that can help people. Is
hmm
developing that. Well, there are two things: the thick skin again,
Yeah,
because
definitely thick
that's
skin.
hard. How did you deal with the scrutiny in the beginning? Was it agonizing, or was it like you just have always had this laid back
Oh
attitude?
yeah, it was definitely agonizing, bro. It was like, what the fuck? I wanted to beat people up. You know what I'm saying? Violence was the only thing I could think of for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And but I was so busy focused on making my movies that I didn't get a chance to get around to the violence. So that was great. You know what I mean? And then I learned how that this was helping me. So like really, why would I do anything to them and hurt myself? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Especially once you
So
learn that. But how long did it take for you to get the message? You know, like, hey, actually,
um, I think about 4 or 5 movies in, because we got hate when we did music, but we I thought yeah the music industry is evil as fuck already. So um, I was dealing with that, and then I got into the movies, and I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be cool. No, it's worse. It's people you work with in the movie too. You got to deal with people.
it's always
Yeah.
people. No matter if you work for yourself or not, the
hmm
you still have a boss. It's the end
Yep.
user. It's the people that you have to work with that you ain't got. I ain't got no control of the situation. I gotta work with you. Can you be civil?
Yeah.
Some people is not capable of being fucking civil. That's for damn sure.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Do you think that you can get far with that type of hot-head attitude? Because I've met lots of people
Mm-mm.
in the music industry that are like that, but not as much in the films. Everybody seems to be really nice or try to be really nice to everybody because they're like,
The only person that could be an asshole is the director, because it's his show. But
yep,
other than that, um, you'll get 86 real quick with a bad attitude in film. And if you got a touchy feely type of personality that you want to touch and feel on women, and
yep.
it's not gonna work.
Yeah, hell nah. It shouldn't anyway. Like in any job, but that's
Yeah,
specifically in that environment. It's like, nah.
yeah, for sure,
You
man.
gonna you gonna
Yeah,
fuck it all up. That's a big thing with I'm sure you know like producers and engineers and shit. Like holding people's
yeah,
shit ransom because they don't know better than to fucking like when you go in there. You get them sign a little piece of paper. Either that or they do. It should already be established that there's a division of labor here. There's a division of what we
yeah,
getting in. So like
yeah. So
uh,
HR audit.
oh peanut oh DeGeneral Peanut DeGeneral said what's up.
Oh, what up, though?
Uh,
Peanut the General.
yeah.
Salute. That's my
Um,
guy.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's actually how I met Johnny. That's how I
Oh,
met
okay.
lots of folks. Like it's just this world is so crazy. Like how you meet people and like things come together, and it almost seems sometimes it seems what's the word, like I don't want to say fate. I want to say like surreptitiously. Oh shit, we using them college words, yeah. But like it just feels like it is in a roundabout way meant to happen. And so like
Yeah, yeah,
um,
true that.
I feel like do you think with having that many movies and being able to fund that many movies like that's a feat in itself just the funding of the movies. What would you say an average budget is? And when I say average I mean like maybe your first film cost $100 and the last film cost 50,000, I don't know, a million, but average wise.
Yeah. I was really good at using my network to make things happen. That was one thing. I've always networked around, and my network is vast all over the country. And wherever I'm at, I got venues on deck. I can get cars. So I didn't spend money in that capacity.
Yeah.
I filmed everything myself. So some of the talent cost me money. All of the food cost me money. And I think like my first movie, my first movie cost me probably about 2,500, little by little,
Yeah.
and then yeah, because we rented venues and stuff like that for to release it and stuff like that. That's where the money
Oh,
came in.
you talking about renting venues and doing a like a release party, but like the
Yeah,
viewing?
like a premiere and a
Yep.
release party.
Yep.
We did two venues. I rented my high school one time for my the first movie I released,
That's
and
dope.
then the second movie, the Perfect Romance, that one cost us probably around 3,000. You know, I'm really good at crunching the numbers. Um, but the third one was the Tickler horror film. That cost me probably about 5,000. It started going up.
Why?
Um, just because of the travel, I shot it in Houston. I was new to Houston. I started working on my networking, and
H Town
I started
Connects.
networking with comedians because it was a comedy, the stand-up comedy. It was called the Tickler horror film, and so the tickler he kills comedians by tickling them to death. Yeah, that's on my YouTube channel. You can check that out.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun movie to make. I don't, my actor almost got killed, the one who played the tickler, because he had it was around clown craze time where everybody was afraid of clowns, and I wanted him to go in the store and buy a Rello so he could roll up, right?
Right?
When we went in the store, people started pulling out guns, like, man, what the fuck is going on? We was in Greens Point, Texas. They call it Guns Point
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Texas got
I'm
that
like,
open
please
carry
don't
too.
kill my actor. He's an actor. He's not really a clown, okay, guys? He's not gonna hurt you. Just want him by a fellow. Man, I couldn't even do that scene because they were just so freaked out.
Really? That's
Yeah,
craziness.
man.
That
You
right
don't
there
like
is crazy.
clowns, you're not gonna watch that movie. I didn't even show him that much. You know what I mean? Just when he killed somebody, that was it.
That's not helping the image.
You're right.
Hey, y'all want to see what we're working on? Oh hell no! Get him
Yeah.
the fuck out of here. Yeah,
Yep. So
that's
yeah, and then the only reason why that movie didn't hit Tubi is because back then they didn't put stand up comedy on Tubi.
was there a lot of
Now I
stand
could
up?
put it on there. Yeah, they didn't. They wasn't doing it. So they asked me to make a slasher movie, a black female slasher movie. So I made a movie called Frequent Visitors, and that went
Okay.
on Tubi for a long time, and then they took it down.
What makes
Yep.
him take it
So
down? What makes him take a
uh,
movie down?
I just think it's a sweep or something, to add new content.
Yeah.
I had two movies taken down. Mo City was taken down. It was only on there for a month, and they took it down. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they was like, hey, you just got caught in the lottery. Like, damn.
I don't want to
And
be a part of that lottery. How about that?
my first movie been up there since 2014.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
So
good
it's been
shit though.
making money nonstop
Yo, is
for the
that?
company.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, for the company.
Yep.
Uh,
Maverick Films.
so is that your film company?
No, not mine. That's Maverick Films was a
Oh, Maverick.
company I had distributed. Yeah, and they got some kind of double book or something going on with where we never make any money. You know what I'm saying? But I see more than six figures happening with that movie.
Yeah.
And by the way, that movie came out Walmart to Walmart, um, to every Walmart in the country. It came out in Barnes and Nobles all over the country. You know what I mean?
That's some
And it's
great
on other
distribution.
platforms, not just Tubi. It's on Amazon. It's on Film Hub, all kinds of platforms. And we still ain't make a dollar. And it's sold out of Walmart. I mean,
Hmm.
literally sold out. You couldn't get it no more. I could walk into Walmart and see it, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see it no
So
more.
y'all want more of these? I happen to know a guy. Um,
Yeah.
yo, so do you think that was because the distribution deal of Maverick?
Yeah, they say your first deal is always your worst deal. You know what I mean? Now I'm with Homestead Entertainment, and they paying. You know what I mean? So I got two movies with them: The Bad Boxer and Someone to Love, and that's on Tubi.
And then so do
Yeah.
you so with all of your content, if somebody wanted to see all 73 movies, could they do that?
Yeah, they would have to go to YouTube though. That's on my YouTube.
Okay, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yep.
hell, what y'all doing? Y'all ain't got nothing going? Go watch the movies. What are you
You
doing?
could do a marathon.
I'm saying, I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying?
What is the
Yeah.
average runtime? Like full length or
Yeah.
yeah, each one?
Oh, that most of all of them are feature films, but I also have some short films as well. Yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Life.
Is it always like I mean, where the
Life.
tickler come from?
The tickler was the clown craze, and then a guy named Brandon. He had an ideal of a clown character, killer clown, and I had the ideal to make him tickle people to death.
And then splitting that
So
up with comedy though, like hooking it up with comedy, made it to where that's um, that's genius right there. Just because you have a subject, you have a matter, and then when you do your live
yeah,
shows for the events, like you said, it's funded.
yeah, yep. And I actually got in that movie. Jeff Shelley's in there. He's a viral skit comedian. He makes skits and they go viral all the time. You know, he was in his first movie was the Tickler. And a lot of comedians in Houston, it was their first movie because that's how I casted it. I was just like, I'll go to a comedy show and I'll be like, "Hey, you want to be in my movie?" They're
Right.
like, "Hell
Hell
yeah!"
yeah, I do. Of course you do. Hell
I
yeah.
can't pay you nothing, but I definitely could put you on screen. I
Right.
thought I could get him on Tubi. And then when my movie came out on Tubi, nobody knew what Tubi was, bro. They was like, "What is Tubi?" I'm like, "It's an app you can watch the phone on. It's an app you can watch it on your TV. You can watch it on your phone. You
Yep.
can watch it up. You know, I should get a check from Tubi too
You
because
should be.
I definitely promoted them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that that's. I think that
Got them known in Houston.
honestly, with being a creator, like, and talking about rights and stuff like that, I think that's where we're at. Is like the knowing to keep how to keep your rights and to keep your IP and
Yeah,
the ownership of it, and then just you can um, essentially sell a percentage of profits, but never give the company or the product away. Like it's like yeah, you can have fifty
yeah.
percent of profits. I'm not giving you
Hmm.
1% of the actual IP.
Exactly. Yep. And then when I started, when I tried to put my first movie on YouTube, it was at the point where you can only do 15 minutes, so I had to break it down. There's no copy online of my first movie I released called Tomorrow's Never Promised. It's all in three pieces because of that.
Wait, why? Wait, what?
When YouTube first started, you
Yeah,
couldn't put more than 15 minutes on there.
for real?
Yep.
I guess I never
Yep.
tested the length.
Yeah, so that's why I went to Tubi. But then YouTube extended it.
Yeah.
And then so I started making movies on YouTube again because YouTube was my favorite platform. And I started building my company since 2014 as well on the YouTube. So I started putting content on there. I was like, people gonna come back and watch this one day. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I'll just keep building up content, keep making movies.
Yep.
The Angel horror film, I shot that in Houston during Hurricane Harvey, and that movie cost. I raised $5,000 on GoFundMe, and also it cost at least another like I think I spent 50 grand on that movie, and it took forever to make it. That took me 4 years to make that movie.
How?
It wasn't the pre-production; it was the post-production. It went through a horror to get it done.
Okay. All right. Now you're hitting on shit that's close to home, and I
Yeah.
gotta get into it. I got to. Um, so I just got a memory today. Actually, today I got a memory that said um, you wrapped you wrapped the movie 1 year ago. Heist Club, Tatted, because it's that was just my first movie. I didn't really honestly, it was supposed to be a music video, and I was like, I got all these people here. We got the storyline. Let's run this bitch out. So like
Hell
it
yeah.
was it was like what scenes we need to add, all this good stuff. It was a crash course in how to make a movie, trying to do it the proper
Hmm.
way, and everything worked against me. And so it's been a year,
Yep.
and I am just now like trying to get all the voiceovers in for narrations, and
Hmm.
dude, it's editing nightmare, fucking
Yeah.
nightmare. Like
Yeah.
getting the film alone, was very difficult, very difficult. It took about 8 months after we cut filming to even get the whole thing. Like it was a
Yeah.
problem, and it was like all these people, it was a collaboration project for 13
Yeah.
different people from around the world, literally all over the world, that did a track to say their character, whatever their character was. They had a background, and that's the only way you're gonna know the character's background is through that. And we did that. We got the album done. The album got done. People dropping in and out of the production like right before going. Told them in October. We didn't shoot until March. People coming in and out of the project the entire time. It's like, all right, we'll rework this. By the time we were ready for production, like there were so many iterations of the
Yeah.
script, and
Yeah.
so I guess the question I have for you then is having a plan going into it. Like I know a lot of people want to make a movie. My life's crazy. I need to make a movie. Okay, say they get that idea. What?
So a lot of people, like a lot of times, people had scripts and they was like, "Can you make my movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, give me 30 grand and I'll make it." And they don't got the money. And then so me needing to make content, I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll just do it and I'll use my resources." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, and it was taxing on me, my family, and it was hard fucking work, but I was good at it. You know what I mean? And I don't stop. You know what I mean? And editing was my thing too. You know, I can edit. So it's to me, I applied this to my life. I said, inch by inch, it's a cinch. You know what I mean? So some days, some things you get done right away. Some things take a hour. Some things take 10 hours. Some things take a day. Some things take a week. You know what I mean? So you just got to put it in the category. You know what I'm saying? So I would just think of the problem and think of the time that it's going to take to solve that problem and throw it in the file.
Man, I don't know
You
how
know what I'm
many
saying?
wrangling
Inch
cat. I
by
said wrangling cats and putting out fires at the same time. Putting out cats on
yeah,
fire, wrangling cats that are on fire. How about that? Like it was
yeah,
nothing but problems, and and general, actually Peanut was saying, he's like, yo, for how many problems you say you had, I had no idea. It's like, bro, you didn't see me running around like crazy doing all this shit. Like, you didn't see none of that. He's
yeah,
like, nah, it was real smooth for us. I was like, that was the goal. That was the goal. Why didn't you tell me you was
yeah,
having this problem? Because it it's not gonna help, and all it's gonna do is cause like this. It's a whole crew and it's a bunch of different varying um, sets. Like I mean, a bunch of different varying people that definitely wouldn't be in a room together otherwise. And so it's like, trying to keep everybody cool, everything like that. Everybody was good. It was a good time until the very last day of shoot, and it took everybody sitting there waiting for this last scene, and they're like, all right, man, we just been sitting here for like 4 hours. It's like, yeah, well, we're getting this thing done. The cops are fucking with us because we're trying to shoot a cop in the middle of the street. I got,
ladies
I
and
pulled the
gentlemen.
permits.
Yeah, 4 hours is nothing.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
I'm in Hollywood, I'm 13 hours before you even see the set. You're on what they call base camp, and you sit in base camp for for them to get it together and finish all the other scenes and do just get all the cameras set up and sound right and go through all the issues and it takes 13 hours. If you're waiting for 4 and you can't handle it, you're not built for this business.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
not. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, and I see
Go
why.
to a different business, man.
Yeah, but I will say I did as much as I possibly could to make everything as smooth as possible, and I thought of everything that could go wrong, up to the very day that the very day before, like we're going to see everybody's here, people are already starting to get here. The star of the movie can't get out of the Bahamas, and it's like,
Wow.
um, can you can you figure that out in some way, shape, or form? Because we got a ticket, we got everything. Yeah, no, there's no way. It's not even possible. It's not. They're not letting us out. It's like that was when the ice shit first started. Like when they were pulling all the cars from everybody. So like she's not getting out of the Bahamas. It's like, all right, who do we have that can play the honeypot? And it's like, dude, that's hard. Have you ever had any like? What's the most difficult thing you ever had to overcome in the any one movie?
When I was doing that horror film, that was crazy.
The first one.
The Angel horror film.
Okay.
That one, My house burned down. Then another house got flooded because of the Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, somebody, I had somebody go get money out the bank for me to pay the chefs because I had the pop up chefs
Hmm.
come in to feed the crew, and they gave me some kind of fake $100 bill, bro, and I gave it to them, and they went ham on me. I'm talking about the food, no more food. They're pissed off. They think I did something to them. I'm just a victim at that point. You know what I'm saying? And then I lost a lot. Yep.
One of them
They were
right
like,
there.
yep. It was like, I'm like, and they say, well, I got it straight off the bank and they gave it to you. And I'm like, "Well, I don't know about that, bro."
Yeah. The marker said doesn't lie.
Right.
And
Like,
the Mr. Chef
oh
man is
man.
gonna go by. So yeah, no. So what
Yeah,
was it
so
that cost you so much money afterward? Are you saying like yeah, like what was it
it's
that
just
kept building?
well because I was like I am not editing this. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I was renting I rented a red camera, so that was
Yeah.
costing. The food was costing. One of the actors charged me 800, which was supposed to be on my team. He charged me 800. He was like, man, bro, I want 800. I'm like, what? I'm thinking, shit, I do this role. You know what I'm saying? Paying him 800, and we end up paying him. And then he did the role, and then one day they pull up with the red camera without the lens. I'm like, where's the lens? They was like, oh, you didn't rent the lens. I did yesterday. What the fuck are you talking about?
The guy
Oh,
didn't
I'm gonna
need the
film
limit.
it.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm like, you know what? Fuck your red camera. Where's this iPhone? Start filming with the iPhone, bro. I filmed I filmed red camera for 90% of the movie and 10% with the iPhone. Guess which one you could see the best?
I'm gonna say the iPhone just cause you didn't have a lens the first day.
Yeah,
You crazy?
right. I mean, the red footage and the iPhone footage stood neck and neck. You know what I mean? You can't even tell which scenes I shot with the
So is that
phone.
why you ended up going to phone as your primary instead of over a crazy expensive camera?
Yeah, yeah. One reason was because when people were hiring me to use my camera, they didn't have a budget that would I could even afford to fix it if it got broke. You know what I mean? I got a $5,000 camera and they're doing a $500 production.
Right.
Okay, well, my iPhone's $1,000. I at least got insurance on that, so
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot it with my iPhone. Where's your camera? What the fuck you mean? You don't have a budget, bro. Like the budget
Oh,
goes according. I mean, the camera goes according to your budget. You know what I mean?
that's right.
And then I was on the set of this movie in Houston, and the camera people kept not showing up. I'm like, bro, let's just shoot this with my phone. They're like, we can't do that. The people will go crazy. I'm like, what? My boy, one of my boys, he shoot all his movie with the iPhone. What are you talking about? The technology is there. You know what I mean? It's just small.
Yeah.
But guess what it'll do? You'll have a movie when you get it done. And it'll be easier for me to get the footage to my computer instead of putting it on the drive, loading it up, waiting for it to load. That's what I do. AirDrop it.
Yeah. It's
Boom! In
there.
full quality. Bing! And then I'm editing it on set.
Dude,
What are you talking about?
that's so much easier. That is so much easier. That would
I
have
shot
changed the
all
whole thing.
I shot all my documentaries on the iPhone.
Okay.
All my podcasts, everything, music videos, I shot with the iPhone.
I
You gotta
mean,
pay me big bag to bring out the cameras. We got them. We got them. We got Netflix cameras. You know what I mean?
what?
But we're not pulling those out for free.
You said you got Netflix cameras? What is that?
Yeah. Sony A7.
Yep.
Those are
That's what we got.
approved. Yep. Yep. So.
And
Hmm.
that's literally what we got. That's what we used. They used on mine. I mean, I had three. I had three cameramen. Like I had, the primary, and then I had behind the scenes, and then I had a secondary cameraman, and he was there. He's a young kid. It was just so he could get a job paid for, and so that he could learn from somebody doing what they're supposed to, or knowing what they're supposed to be doing. Um,
Yeah.
but whatever people do, man, make sure like you don't have that problem because you're directing most of them. Yes. So like,
Yeah, I'm
I would,
directing, producing, acting, editing. You know what I'm saying?
that's every hat.
Casting.
That's what I'm doing
Yeah.
now, and I don't want to do most of it. Like I want to do the fun part. I don't
I,
want to do
I
the rest.
didn't want to do it all either, but if you can't find anybody to do it, you got to do it. Thank goodness
Literally.
for my partners that came in, like different partners. Like I had girlfriends that would help. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When back then,
Back then,
like
no, not
they
so
would
much.
cover stuff that I don't do, like cooking, set design. I'm
Thank you.
like, oh, this can,
Thank you.
yeah, you can do that. You like
Yep.
doing that? Do that,
Yep.
please.
That's what we
Let me
had to
make
do.
it look.
Is I rented
Yeah,
I was supposed to get. I had a location scout, and that's what he wanted to get credit for and stuff. Because I was like, I pretty much sourced to everybody that I knew, and that was a great thing for him to do because he talks. He's a realtor. He talks to people. You know, he's a manager. So it's like, all right, cool. You understand what needs to happen. So he got, he went scouting for locations, and the location that we ended up with the very day that we're supposed to film, they go, so how long do you need this? Do you need to be here? Because like, she's got to stay with you the whole time.
yeah,
Y'all ain't gonna
yeah.
appreciate what we're doing to this house. I promise. Um, like they go, well, you gotta have, they were gonna do it at first, but then she was like, I can only stay for like maybe 5 hours tops. I was like, oh yeah, no, we need like 20 of those.
Yeah,
So she's
right.
like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I guess not. That's the day we're going into film. It was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, well, what? Can you rent it? And they're like, well, I mean, you can rent it, but I don't know. We don't normally rent that property or anything. All right, yeah, but can we? And how much would that cost? Well, they broke it down, and the place ended up being like 1,900 a day. I was like,
yeah,
all right, so we can get in and out in 2 days. And I said, but you gotta have it. It's a 3 day minimum. You said you didn't rent this place. You're just making shit up out your ass. Stop playing. And like,
man.
so it was like, all right, so I was like, we'll get it done in two. And when it came to the end of the second day, I was like, dude, there's at least three more scenes that we got to film here, and they're dead. They're not, we were going for 18 hours a day, like so it's like
Yeah,
they're dead. They can't keep going. So, um, had to come in the next day. Like I rented it again that night, and they were like, oh well, I thought we told you it was a minimum, so you were gonna end up paying it one way or the other. It's like, yeah,
mm,
we'll argue about that later. I ain't gonna pay you up front, but I also
right.
thought that it would be um, a lot smoother of a process. The post production, like you said, post production
Yeah,
has taken infinite amount of time. Do you, does your
yeah.
does your crew lose confidence? The people, the cast, and so on, after so long, like after 4 years, to get that movie out, did they
Bro,
lose confidence or even, hey,
they thought they wasn't coming out. Like people thought it wasn't coming out. They was like, it's never coming out. I'ma hate on him. I could hate on him. I had this actor named John Fine or something like that. This dude would troll me online every. It's never coming out. You're never gonna make that movie. I'm working on it every day, like fucking night and day, up and down, and he's just trolling the fuck out of me. Now that the movie's out, he's like quiet as fuck.
yeah, you have something to say? Was he about to go on Hood Phase?
No, no,
He's one
I
of them
wish.
ones.
Yeah, he one of the ones that got he got a, what do you call those things that, he got one of those, standard,
Oh, he got yeah, yeah, the taser.
yeah, taser. He got a taser. He pull it out and go all the time. Like,
Hey,
he like that one dude, Judd, the guy, Judd guy. He just baits everybody and then
oh, oh,
hit you with it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
yeah,
that's. I mean, he's gonna stop a fight pretty damn quick.
yeah,
I ain't gonna
yeah,
let you know ahead of time though.
yeah,
uh,
yeah, exactly.
so okay, so to kind of pull it in, like, so you've done 73 movies so far. You said you aiming for 100, then you retire. Not retiring, but moving it over to the purely acting side. You've acted in,
Yeah,
what'd you say? You said 60 of them roughly.
yeah, 60, 70, and a lot of productions and skits and stuff. I'm in the thousands of productions though. I'm in thousands. My YouTube channel has everything from the beginning on.
Oh
I
hell
will
yeah.
not actually. It started in 2014, I would say, but my beginning was like '99. I've been filming since '99 because I filmed our first music video, our first TV commercial, other people's music videos. I shot everybody in my city, each side of town. I shot them a video, took it to Hawaii, and made a countdown in Hawaii, and won best TV show out there in Hawaii. I won best TV show at WKTV and GRTV. I got so many awards. I lost awards. Like uh, I I had 13 hip hop awards. I lost them.
What? What the
Yeah.
hell? Is it?
I went to jail. And it was in the car that they took.
Yeah, yeah.
And everything again. Somebody's got it somewhere.
It does exist, and if you got it, please
Yeah.
return to sender.
Luckily, I have a video of it.
Right? It did happen. I swear to God.
Yep, I can
Which
pull up the video.
so you had a music career prior to, and how long did you how long what was your first song, like when was your first song, when's the last song you did?
Our first song was from a drum set. My boy Michi, he invited us to a show. He says, hey, I got a show at the Rosa Park Circle, and we like, a show? What's that? He's like, man, just come see me. And so me and my boy Sid Swift, we go down to the show, right? So we sitting on the grass, and he pulls the drum set out, sets it up, and then they introduce him, and he goes, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I once had a girl. Her name was T. I bought her everything that I could see, but there was one little problem. She didn't like sports. She liked chains and cars and things of that sort. I once tried to buy her Bulls warm-up suit. She said, I hate Michael Jordan, or no, I hate basketball, but Michael Jordan's cute. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
That was the first time I heard rap ever. And,
What-
and
When
so
was that?
that,
How old
man,
was you?
it had to be 95-ish. I heard the Beastie Boys, and what I mean, but I never heard nobody from my neighborhood rapping.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was blown away. Me and Sid Swift. We went home from there, went into the basement, and started working on the song. So all we had was a deep cover beat. We had the deep cover beat. Doom 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 doom. So we added a second and third verse to the Woman Thing song, and then started performing that. And then that was our first song. And then our first actual written song that we wrote was Lean to the Side, Lean to the Back. And it was on Dr. Dre beat. And so we recorded at this studio. It's called Sing Song Studio. You get one take.
Yes. Yo,
One
there's no
take,
dubs. What do you
bro.
mean dubs? We're not doing dubs. We don't do no. There's
Yeah.
no ad libs. Run.
He was like, "Yep, that's your song." So we practiced hard and go in there and knock it out. And then we met DJ Knapp, and he had an ASR 10, and he started making our beats.
Yes.
And then it went from there. You know what I mean? We named our group. People started joining us, and we named our group. It was 9 of us. We called ourselves the Nappy Head Assassins. And they just wrote about us in a '90s magazine. I'm like, dang. Yeah, we ended up getting a record deal too,
Word.
and we took it all the way. But it was a bad deal, like first deal, worst deal type shit. And then Loud Records tried to buy us from the record company.
Yeah.
Okay, so I became an intern for the record company just so I can know what was going on in
Yep.
there, right? So I'm in there when the call comes in from Loud. I'm like, yo, Loud Records on the phone. So I'm listening in. They're like, well, we're prepared to give you $100,000 for the Nappy Head Assassins. I'm like, take it. You know what I'm saying? He like, they just want what I got. Like, what? You don't got shit. I've been in this office. You spent 5 bands on records and CDs, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, $95,000 more, you know what I mean? And your initial investment paid back?
Yeah.
Like, bro, get rid of us.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do it. And Fat Joe was on Loud Records, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was trying to get on. We was in a
Loud was
magazine
in.
next to J. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, we was there, but he really stunted our growth. So he owned the name Nappy Head Assassins.
Yeah.
So we just dismantled the group, and then I went solo, and I started my my own music, uh, my own albums and stuff like that, and then I founded the group Fireproof, and we turned once we signed with a touring company.
Yeah.
They told us we had to make our own. We had to make it into a business. So we created Fireproof Music LLC. We created Fireproof TV because I wanted to have a film side of everything,
Yep.
and then
When is this?
I made my own publishing company. That was like 2005.
See, you was
You know
ahead
what
of the
I'm saying?
game right there. You knew it was up.
Man. So I've been having a publishing company for years, bro. Ass cap. You know
That's
what I mean?
the only way to do it.
And yep. So um, I did music all the way up to 2014, from '99 to 2014.
Okay. That's
You
a
know what I'm
that's a
saying?
that's I mean that's roughly actually that's it aligns almost with mine like it's missing about 4 years. So like I started like 2004 is when I did my first recording. 2005 actually put an album together and
Right.
then like ran from there. It was just like figuring out the business and knowing that I wasn't even going for the label. I knew that if I could get the
Yeah.
popularity, which is the thing that they're going to care about anyway, that I didn't need them at that
Hmm.
point. So it was like, all right, we gonna sell it out the back of the trunk like everybody else. So we did the same
Yeah.
thing, and I sold fucking 2,000 copies of my shit, and it took forever. But it was like,
Hmm.
yo, it's all mine. I did not know management. I didn't know budgeting. I didn't know any of the shit that I was supposed to know. I knew how to get people to
Yeah.
go to a show though. I know how to get artists. So it was like,
Yeah.
they were already coming by to. Because in 2008 I got certified in Pro Tools, like because I wanted to go to full set. I was like,
Mm.
yeah, I can get certified for like $1,300 right here. Done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. So like I just did that little course for like a 9 weeks thing and got certified and like it was like all right
Dope.
cool that started bringing people into the studio. Did you get into the engineering side or were you all on the
Uh, yeah, I had my own studio for a while, and then it got one of my buddies died, and he had it at his house, and his wife wouldn't give it back to me, and I went to jail and shit. So I was just like, fuck this, man.
yeah like
Do it
fuck
again.
it, let it go. And I mean
Yeah.
it's a especially when you have other passions. They say that you only ever really get a new passion or a new hobby when you like when it exceeds the last one as far as price goes. Because like if
Yeah.
if I was gonna throw money into anything that was entertainment wise, it would definitely be into films. Like we thought about building a soundstage here, like just building
Oh
it up
yeah.
so I don't have to worry about anything else. It's always going to be available. We can always do it. Um, I still want to do that. It's just with the time because like independent is the only way. You said that
Hmm. Real talk.
you currently have a deal with your movies to go out like a distribution deal, right?
Yeah. Yeah, with Homestead Entertainment, but I'm more interested in YouTube than I am. My YouTube is viral now. You know what I mean? I got 60,000 subscribers, over 60
Wow.
million views, and I'm like, I'm gonna just keep investing in that because I've always been putting content on YouTube since 2014. You know what I mean? So I was just thinking, oh, this business is about to boom because I've been doing it for 10 years. It's gonna boom. So
Yep.
um, I had partnered with another company for a little while called High Life Marketing, and um, they just hated that I had Fireproof TV. They hated it. They were like, "You putting all your focus in the Fireproof TV," which I wasn't. I was actually putting my focus into their company and just trickling things over to Fireproof TV. You know what I mean? To keep it going because it was growing. Um, I think when I moved to LA, I had about 7,000 subscribers, and it was growing probably 4 or 5 subscribers a day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Automatically for over 7, 6, 7 years, it was just growing like that, real slow, nice and slow.
But
Uh,
steady.
you know what I mean?
That's all it takes.
So I'm like, it's on automatic. It's already on automatic. So like, I gotta keep feeding the algorithm. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? And that made the other company jealous. I'm like, what? This is part of us too. Like, I
Right.
don't know.
My
So
success
I
is
ended
your
up
success.
separating. Yeah, I just ended up separating from that company because they thought so small, and then I went back hard on Fireproof TV like I was doing for their company, and it exploded, bro. It just went. I was just making content, putting it on there, and then they came out with stories. I was going story, 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 short, 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 story, story, short, short. You know, and then that motherfuckers went 1 million views,
Yeah.
2 million, 3 million, 4 million. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like
Yeah, but
I
hold me
gotta
back
get
this
these.
whole time.
Yeah, like man, I should have been doing this. You know what I mean?
Taking that jump,
So
taking that leap, and being like going, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
yeah,
I'm gonna do this. It
just
changes
keep doing
everything. Like people, in your position that, or in the position if they want to get there and do it, they don't want to
it.
like.
Yeah,
It's hard to make that leap and to keep it going, like because there's gonna be.
yeah.
It took, like you said, it took a long time.
Took
Every day,
years,
five,
bro.
six,
Yeah,
7 people coming on. It's like cool. That's cool. It's growing,
yeah,
but that grind is a long time. You did a lot of things in that time
yeah,
prior to that.
yeah.
So like
Oh
to get
yeah.
there and go, you know
Went
what?
crazy.
I'm a bet on me. It takes
Yeah,
it takes
yeah,
incredible fortitude. So that I gotta
yeah,
commend you on that one because that's a
yeah.
hard thing for a lot of people to do.
Yeah, yep. And now that I did that, I said I got to figure out how to make the production without help. You know what I'm saying? With the least amount of help I can do. So I started my documentary series. You know what I mean? I started making downtown LA documentary. Me going out with my phone, interviewing people, and then editing it and putting it out. You know what I'm saying? And then I just had one partner that could help me hold the script up. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
And then I figured out a way to do it myself too.
What do you mean hold the script? Oh, you mean like literally verbally? Like or what do you mean?
Yeah, yeah, like ask the questions for me. They
Okay.
they would read the questions, I would film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I got a teleprompter.
Yes.
Shit. So I don't need a motherfucker to do that either.
Yeah.
And so I could just go film my own movie, edit it, and put it out. And I did that like 12 times. I got 12 documentaries back to back. Like, I was, and
Off and
then putting
running.
them right on YouTube. Let's go. Then
What
the
was your
clipping it.
what was some of your favorite documentaries to do and why?
Uh, Downtown LA, the Wild Wild West. That's my number one favorite one. Oh, the Nappy Head Assassin documentary. That I had a blast doing that because we got to go. You know, it was a blast from the past.
Yeah.
San Diego was fun because I let people rap on that one. You know, it was we had some cats in San Diego that just was freestyling. You know, they weren't necessarily rappers, but they just freestyling.
They're
You know
on
what I mean? Kicking it, drunk and freestyle. So we had some fun. You know, with that one. Um, I did my hometown Grand Rapids. Um, I thought that documentary was gonna take off real hard, but the Nappy Head documentary did the most.
Really?
You know what I mean? Out of all the documentaries, and then what really took off on my channel, the movie that came out and just went straight viral. It was called Pimpin' Ain't Dead, and we put the rough draft up. I put the rough draft out, and that motherfucker went crazy. I'm talking about it was. I put it out, 1,000 views, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20, 30,000, 40,000, 4 days. I'm like, what the fuck? What, like people was tapping
You
in.
hit
You know
some,
what I
you
mean?
hit something.
I mean, yeah.
What do
Yep.
you think
So
led to that
movie just
virality?
yeah, and that movie was hard to make. We filmed in 10 different cities and drove all over the country and just doing it. And the funny thing is, we all planned to meet in Grand Rapids to
Yeah.
shoot to start it there, and nobody showed up. So guess what I did? Film me doing shit. I started the whole movie off, and then we finally met up, and then we went to Chicago, and then we went to Memphis, and we went to Vegas. We was all over doing that movie. You know what I mean? So
Dude,
yeah,
that sounds like a
it was
process
fun.
right there.
Yeah, yep. So check that movie out. That's called Pimpin' Ain't Dead. Um, and it was improv because it was written by my boy Fluky Stokes, and he would not write a script for nothing. He'd be like, "I'll tell you the script, or you write it." I'm like, man, I'm not the script man. I'm the production dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The
So I
separation.
said, I said, let me try something different. I'm a just run and gun on this movie. You know what I'm saying? I was just gonna film it. I said, well, what do you want to film next? And we just did it. And then he was like, don't be funny, Mo. Just be mean, Mo. And so in that, usually I'm a comedic actor,
Yeah.
but at that in that movie, I'm just a boss in that movie. You know what I'm saying?
All
And there
right.
wasn't
And
no laughter. Yep.
what
So
gave it? What gave it that virality though? What was the thing that you think that it hit that
what
made that popular?
I think it was all the cities we touched and people we touched when we was making the movie. You know what I mean? We tapped in with a lot of thousands of people making that movie. We met so many people, and we just put everybody in the movie.
You want to be in a movie? And you know what?
Everybody
Everybody
we
wants to
met.
be in a movie. So yes, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
works. Yeah.
And that's basically what made me successful is because Hollywood wouldn't giving people chances, and I was taking everybody, whoever wants to come. You know, I my movie motto was bout it from Master P.
Yep.
So think about that. That was a horribly film. You
Yes.
know what I mean? But it sold millions. What are you
Yes, it
talking
did.
about?
Yes, it
So
did.
I was like, oh well, he can do that. I can do it. You know what I mean? So if you watch my movies from the beginning, they started off more quality than his, but um, they they just grew little by little, just how the channel grew. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
It
that's
grew
funny.
just like the channel grew.
That's
Yeah.
exactly. So somebody, people been telling me that I need to, don't you're trying to make it perfect. I'm like, I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'm trying to make it work. Like I'm not trying to make it perfect. I just want it to be right so that it's not. You don't want to get laughed out of the fucking out of the spot. Like you want it to be like
Right.
this is an actual professional movie that doesn't look like it was, put together by somebody that draws with crayons. Um,
Yeah. I tell you what they're looking for. That the distribution companies are looking for finished stories. They're looking for done movies. They're looking for beginning, middles, and ends. They don't give a fuck what's in it. They want beginning, middle, and end. Cause my movie, The Bad Boxer, it
yeah.
was 10 of us filming. You know what I'm saying? Different resolution, different
Oh shit.
irises, people that don't know how to use green screen, bro. We just did it, and guess what? I edited together. I had an editor that held on to the movie for about 6 months and didn't do nothing but one scene, bro.
Yeah.
I said, run it back. I'll edit it,
Yep.
and I did the best I could with it. I gave it a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then when I sent it in to the company, they put it up like lightning. And people go, "But that movie's trash." I'm like, nah, it's actually they love it because guess what? The advertisers are eating this thing up.
Yep. Yep.
They eat it up, and we did that. We filmed for 10 days in Vegas with all kinds of people I just met. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And we made it work, man. It wasn't perfect, but guess what? It was done. And I learned that from Grant Cardone. He said he got misspellings in his books. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people would be like, "Well, you misspelled something." He said, "Well, bitch, it's the number one seller."
It don't matter if it work, it works. Stop playing. Stop asking questions.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's beautiful right there. That is beautiful right there. Actually, you know what? That is a perfect time to roll in on it. Because you said
Yeah.
the most tell the people where they can find you at. We normally roll out on some type of hip hop, whether it's freestyles or live performance. And in this case, we got a track. You said
Mic drop.
when to come out?
Yeah. That was earlier this year.
Was it earlier this
Yep.
year? Okay, so
Yep.
this so
Yep.
this is still fresh. All right, so we gonna go
Yeah.
out on
Yep.
this. Where can the people find you
I
at?
made. You can find me on Instagram at Mo Money McCoy. On YouTube at Fireproof TV. We also got Hood Fades TV YouTube channel, hoodfadestv.com, and our merch is hoodfades.com.
Bomb. Yo, we're gonna link it in the description on this episode. I appreciate all of y'all. We gonna run this thing out and then we out.
All right, thanks, Crack.
Yo,
Yep. Much love, bro.
bomb. Give it 2 seconds. Let it go ahead and so we stopped that recording. So I'll put it in post. Um,
Okay.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good episode, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You
This was
you
fun.
sharing the knowledge with them. I really appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah, of course, of course. We got to give it back. You know what I'm saying?
As much
I
as we
want to see
can.
somebody make 1,000 movies.
I'm saying, like, and I mean,
As they,
in this day and age, like, you actually can.
yeah, AI and all that. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about
I
that?
love
Like, do you
AI.
see?
I love AI.
I ain't
What?
got no problem with it.
I play with it all the time, and I get paid